delicate, spiky, soft, ancient, colourful and dramatic. I love everything about the plants of the Australian bush, and I'm visiting a new public garden designed by someone who obviously feels the same way.
They're from our country. It connects me to this amazing place, and I just want to see them everywhere.
I'm in the Dandenong Ranges Botanic Garden, where the relatively new Chelsea Australian garden is already looking well and truly established. This is Phil Johnson's upsized adaptation of a garden he and his team designed and built for England's famous Chelsea Flower Show back in 2013, when he and his team won gold and Best in Show. A huge achievement that shared Australian flora and design with the world.
Guys, what's today been like?
Oh, the most incredible day, second to having a baby. Watching the birth of my baby. Well, 12 years ago we won gold and Best in Show with a unanimous decision at the centenary year of the Chelsea Flower Show. To get here, it's taken another 10 years to get funding, the planning, the design, and then to build it was epic.
While the original show garden was squeezed into a concentrated 220 square metre plot, the new one can afford to stretch out a little more. Built on what was once part of the Olinda golf course, the garden spreads over a much more generous 6,000 square metres and even gets a bit of borrowed vertical real estate from the region's iconic mountain ash. And the plants are the backbone.
I'm a horticulturist and I'm all about plants. Now we have over 400 different species of native plants in this garden.
Wow.
And it's actually quite sad to say, we actually have close to 100 threatened and endangered species in this garden as a collection, which is pretty humbling and pretty devastating to actually realise that. But I think it's a wonderful natural encyclopedia for people to come, enjoy, learn about plants that we can grow in our urban environment.
And it's like a speaker, it's like an amplifier of these stories for people to come and share and learn. Oh, that's endangered, but look at it in this context. How did you choose your palette of plants?
I wanted plants from throughout the country to represent all different areas of Australia, like the blue thermida, which is just such a beautiful plant. These transitional wet and boggy areas for our swamp banks years. Another favourite one is my Meeboldina. But hey, you must love the quailps. They're looking fantastic, aren't they?
Look at the colour, the lime green drifting into the pinky red. It's spectacular.
Extraordinary plant.
Tell me a little bit about the layout and the design choices that you made.
So really, I wanted garden beds that had good depth, so we could create layers and layers of planting, from small shrubs to ground covers to the architectural Xanthorrhoea glaucas, and just creating these focal points, these views, the vistas, like looking through to the Queensland bottle tree. We've got like combinations. We haven't just got one. We've got big ones right down to the little juvenile little baby ones. So plant a couple together, they look great. And then look at this view line we've got, this focal point looking straight down to the Waratah sculpture that was designed by Dylan Brady.
Tell us about the build.
Let's think about the worst weather you could possibly build anything in. On top of the mountain in red soil, that's what we built in. It was full on. Mud, 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 more mud. We're building on a slope. We're building on a substantial level change. We had to make it wheelchair accessible, so that was our #1 driver. Then, if we excavated substantially, like 6 metres into that hill, it allowed us to create depth of garden beds. It allowed us to create the size of the billabong that works with the space around this natural amphitheatre of big, massive mountain ash.
What would you say is the key feature of this garden, the building block?
As a designer and very much conservationist, passionate about conservation and the importance of connection to nature, is really the soul is the billabong. The billabong fluctuates seasonally. And I think that's something really important in this country. We know it's an extremely dry continent. We need to design for climate change. We don't have these bodies of water that are always static or always up at the top of the coping. We design this to purposely fluctuate seasonally. Guess what? My favourite part of this is this beautiful stormwater engineered drain. That stormwater drain has allowed us to create this incredible habitat ecosystem.
And it's great, isn't it, that the word drain is saying drain it away, but you're actually doing what nature wants, which is slow it down.
Slow it down.
Capture it. And then, of course, that quality is upheld by the plants.
Yeah. So these are local plants to the local area. That's what cleans our waterways. Every single waterway, creeks, billabongs across this country has these pallets of plants, or once did have those pallets of plants. We've got some of my favourites. You've got your nardoo, it's got that 4-leaf clover. Even it's got some droplets of water on it right now. Balmy is another lovely plant. Great habitat for frogs and things. And one of my favourites is your water ribbon. It's a bush food, has a beautiful flower spike as well, and it's a great habitat again.
The focal point of the billabong is the 5-metre rock wall. It not only gives multiple solar-powered waterfalls an impressive height to fall from, but this side is deliberately south-facing, which creates a microclimate for the spectacular tree ferns to shelter from the sun. Phil's design style celebrates light, texture, contrast, and spatial harmony, all informed by the way he perceives the world.
Actually, I'm colourblind, did you know that?
No.
I never told anyone until like a few years ago. When someone says, see the red flower over there? Where? I can see the foliage and the structure, but I can't see the redness against the green. And then purples and blues and mauves, pinks and reds, and yeah, there's a bit going on in there.
But what an incredible thing. As a landscape designer, most people are thinking, oh, plants, flowers, colour, colour, colour. Yet you've got this different angle.
I think it allows me to see things in a different light, different textures.
Yeah, that reminds me, my dad was an incredible photographer and he did it in black and white. And he saw light.
It works really well. But over in London, after I won the Chelsea Flower Show, I started telling people that I was colourblind after that. And I encourage everyone to be proud of being colourblind, I tell you that.
You've dedicated a large chunk of your life since the success of Chelsea to getting this garden up and going here. What is it that you want people to take away from this effort and this space?
Not everyone had the opportunity to go to London. Now you can come here and actually experience that. Quite moving to be in this space now and to see the joy it brings to people.
What is it about the connection to plants that you want people to feel like you do?
To be proud of what we have, not always search for Tuscany, search for Europe. Be proud of what we have here. We have the most extraordinary palette of plants to work with. I love just hearing people being inspired by that plant and actually then going and buying that plant. That's done. I've done my job. That's amazing. That's them getting on board of this little revolution that we need in this country to connect people back to nature.